Welcome to the Brew Crew podcast, where we dive headfirst into the local beer scene to keep you up to date with what's brewing.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer.
The concept of the Brew Crew is simple. Become a member, drink local beer, and win great prizes. Click the Brew Crew logo on our website and sign up today. Now, here's what's brewing in Northern Michigan.
Josh is in studio. Josh, good morning, man.
Good morning. Yeah, we're really excited. A lot of stuff going on here as we make that transition from summer to the fall and the winter months. A lot of the beers are changing. We're changing from catering more to the tourists now, and the locals are going to be getting back out, going out for the beer. So there's a lot of cool things coming up in the fall, including...
And the flavor changes this time of year are drastic. I mean,
right.
Real drastic because... and I don't think it's quite, most of the beers aren't quite at their heaviest yet because it's not necessarily winter, but they're starting to move in that direction.
Exactly.
Okay.
Pumpkin is a big piece of that because as you transition into Thanksgiving and pumpkin pie, now you get a lot of your pumpkin beers, which are all the rage right now. And
right.
A lot of people, putting pumpkin in the beer, integrating it in different recipes. One of those, Terra Firma, just came out with their honey oatmeal pumpkin ale, part of their Hallow Giving series.
Okay.
And one thing to note about pumpkin beers, not all actually use pumpkin in the brewing of their beers. Some of them just use pumpkin spices or different spices like ginger and nutmeg and things that you would actually put in a pumpkin pie.
Okay, so basically not everybody is going to take the pumpkin and actually work it into the ingredients and brew
Right.
it. Some will.
Some will.
But not always. Sometimes they're just looking for that flavor.
Right.
Okay.
And it will yield different flavors. Some people...
I feel like the spices would be much heavier in flavor just because that's what spices are intended to do.
Well, and the pumpkin really rounds it out a little bit more. It gives it a little more body and actual, unique flavor. Okay. I prefer a little bit of a sweeter when I hear pumpkin. I kind of think pumpkin pie, and I want something that has that little hint of sweetness, almost kind of like you're drinking your dessert. But if you balance it out really well, it's not something that's overwhelming. And that's the honey oatmeal pumpkin at Terra Firma. It's really good. They do fresh pumpkins from their farm and also honey that they get off the farm.
Right.
And one thing that I'm really intrigued by is Mackinac Trail Brewing Company. Our newest member of the Brew Crew just joined a couple weeks ago. They're up there, Mackinac Trail Winery. They have a small brewing system now,
yeah.
US 31, right just in Petoskey there. So they've got a small brewing system. I think they have 10 taps total. One of their featured beers right now is a pumpkin IPA. Now, I've never had a pumpkin IPA, and I'm not sure why a lot of breweries don't do that style. I would imagine just because with the sweetness and the spices that you get and how they might play or not play along with hops and bitterness, but it sounds like those guys did it, and I'm really interested to try it out because I've never had a pumpkin IPA.
Now, is this the time of year when a lot of people like to do the ciders as well?
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of when they're the biggest?
Yeah, I mean, this is the harvest, so this is when all the apples are coming out, and they're, you can go to the places where they're actually doing the apple press, and they're pressing the apple, the cider
I went
out.
apple picking, my friend.
Did you?
I could. Technically,
you could
if I
press
had
some apples.
any clue how to do it, I could make a hard cider.
You could go see Brian over at Bad Teacher. He gets you the type of yeast that you need, and you just get
you put yeast in cider.
You put the yeast in the cider, and
Good to know.
that eats the sugars and basically makes it a hard cider. It's that easy.
I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Bad Teacher Brewing Supply, one of the great sponsors that we have for the Brew Crew. Also, shout out to High Five Threads. It's with these type of places that we're able to bring this exclusive kind of membership deal to the listeners, and it's cool.
Yeah. So a couple interesting things going on with both of those places. High Five, we just got our brand new hats, one of which you're wearing right now.
Rocking my Brew Crew hat right now.
Cool trucker style snapback hat, so you can adjust it. You can wear it sideways. You can put it to the back if you want to be a punk like Cartman.
There we go.
It's pretty sweet.
Tilting it.
Got our new koozies in, our can cozies. Got the T-shirts, got some neat little stickers, and then we also have the pint glasses. So this week on the Brew Crew, what we're doing is for those that are signed up as members, if you already signed up, you're set to go. If you haven't, sign up online, and then you're in the drawing for one of those prize packs. We'll give away that entire prize pack from High Five.
Okay.
And then Bad Teacher, you had mentioned, coming up, they actually open their doors on National Learn to Homebrew Day. That is coming up next weekend. And on November 1st, they're going to be doing a big homebrew day at Bad Teacher on South Airport. Yeah, South Airport there, just over by Taco Bell area, and they're going to have the guys from the Hop Alliance out there. They're going to have a lot of brewers. I know Todd, I think, from the filling station, or David, their brewer, might be over there doing some cool stuff. But they're going to have a whole day of learning to homebrew, brewers, brew people out on site doing some really fun stuff. I think they're going to have some food. So we'll talk more about that probably next week as we get more of the details.
The Brew Crew Podcast. Sign up and become a Brew Crew member today to start enjoying the benefits of membership.
Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. Let's go drink some beer.